So hi everybody, this is the chapter two. So my name is Gab Champ, as you already know by now. So today we're gonna talk about how do I make a living in Dominican Republic. So basically, everybody asks me the same question, and it's pretty much the same question I ask to everybody that I meet here, either expat or someone that used to live in the States or Canada and decided to move here. So the question is, what do you do for a living? Do you have a job? Do you live out of your savings? Are you retired? So basically, I'll answer the question for myself because I think it's really important. First of all, as you already know, in Dominican Republic, like you can literally live for a lot cheaper than you would live in Canada. For example, I'm renting an apartment that costs me $500 per month, but the same apartment in Montreal would easily cost me $1,000 a month. So that's about twice the price that I would be paying. And the reason why I'm paying $500 a month is because I'm in downtown Sosua, which is like the main district in Sosua. So if I would be living a little bit closer to the airport, or in Montellano, or Sosua Bajo, I could easily find an apartment for $200 or $250 a month and still be comfortable. So I just made that choice because it's just easier for me to move around living in downtown Sosua. So if we talk about what I was doing in Canada, so I worked for many years in Canada. I worked for about 10 years for hydroelectrical company, which was like a government company, and I did make a decent career. I was working at first as a customer service agent, then I moved up to become a trainer, then I ended up my career being a supervisor. So I was making decent money, and those type of company, they give you good benefits for retirement. So I was able to get a quite decent amount of money for my retirement. In Canada, I was comfortable. I had my own house, I had my own car. I was just living comfortably. And I do have a daughter. She's 7 years old right now. She lives with her mother. Unfortunately, we're separated, and it was a little tricky situation with her mom. With the sharing the custody and everything like that. So it was really, really a stressful environment for me, not being close to my daughter, and having to pay child support, having so many responsibilities, and I was fighting for having some more time with my daughter. So that was a stressful part of my own experience. So basically, at 35 years old, I had to make a choice because, I wasn't satisfied with my life in Canada, in the sense that I've been traveling a lot. I visited a lot of different countries. I visited Africa, Senegal, Tunisia. I visited France, UK, Barbados, Dominican Republic. Visited the States as well. So I was moving quite a lot, and the place that I felt the more comfortable was in Dominican Republic. Why? Because I felt like home, like I said in the previous video. So basically, at 35 years old, what I decided to do, I reached that point where I had two choices. Either, I did decide to quit my job because it wasn't really fulfilling me at that time, and I was battling with anxiety, depression, and all of that. So I was sick of doing the same thing and being trapped in the environment who would pay me a decent salary but kill my personal health at the same time. So I wanted to make a change in my life. So at 35 years old, I decided to quit my job. I took a little bit of money that I had for my retirement, and I wanted to set back, maybe go back to school. So I decided to start a class in electricity. So I was on the way of becoming an electrician when I decided to move to DR. So I had a year in school. I had another year left. At the same time, I was taking a class for business management. So I was doing a lot of things at the same time because I was trying to find a way to make sure that my next 35 years would be fulfilling, and that I would be able to make a decent amount of money to just be comfortable and live. So by traveling a lot, I came many times to Dominican Republic, and I always said to myself, like, I would like to live here. In fact, I would like to live in Haiti, but it was the closest I could get to my own country. So coming here many times, I came to see how people were moving there, how they would be treating Canadians or Americans, and how the opportunities as well that I was looking at. I was saying to see some people moving here, starting businesses, either working from a distance. So I was looking at different situations, and I was trying to, wait to see what would be the best situation for myself. So I came here about 7 times, and last year I came here and I stayed for about 5 months in total. So I had the opportunity to test the market, to see exactly what would be the different opportunities there. So basically, how do I make a living? So I decided to invest some money of my retirement savings just to start myself well off here, to be sure that I don't have no financial stress. And at the same time, I'm managing my own business from a distance in Canada. So I do have a business that I started at the same time that I was in school. It's a business in business consulting agency, in energy efficiency as well. So not to get into too much details, I designed my own business model to be able to work from a distance, and this is what I'm doing right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not making a lot of money with my business from Canada right now, and I'm not making a lot of money yet with my new business that I started here as well, because I did start a legit business here in Dominican Republic in the tourism industry. This is something else that we'll talk about a little further. So basically what I do, I live from my own savings that gives me a cushion to be able to invest my time and my energy into building something that is more meaningful. So some people ask me, and they be like, oh, so you moved to Dominican Republic because you want to be on vacation, you want to see women, blah blah blah. What's really funny is that I never been so much disciplined in my life. I feel like I have less distraction, being away from friends, from family, from all certain situations that I was dealing with in Canada. When I was back there, I was dealing with depression a lot, so I was on meds and stuff like that. So ever since I came to Dominican Republic, I've been able to take care of my health. I've been off meds, I've been, training, eating good, going to the beach, getting a lot of sun, some natural food as well. So that's been doing really, really great for my mental health, for my physical health as well. So I ended up being a lot more disciplined, a lot more working hard than I used to be in Montreal. I don't deal with depression no more. I wake up, I got full energy. I'm ready to tackle my business, my life, my ambitious projects, every day. So this is pretty much what I've been what I've been going through so far. So anyways, before leaving Canada, I was in school, so I had to talk to my doctor. I was like, you know what, I'm dealing with depression, I'm stressed out, I'm fed up, so I need to take a break. So fortunately, my doctor was able to give me, I'm sorry, just a second. So fortunately, my doctor was able to give me a break. So with that break, I decided to move and to start a new life here, to rebuild. So how do I make a living? Again, I do use my own money that I had saved. I'm building my business from a distance in Canada, and at the same time, I have business here in Dominican Republic. Again, that we'll talk about more in the next few episodes. So, in conclusion, today I've been off meds for more than 2 months, and I feel good. I've been learning Spanish, building business, meeting people, discovering the country. Like, I've been going everywhere in the country, from south to west to east to north. I'm feeling healthier. Yet I'm not living my dream yet, but at the same time I'm building it. And I just feel great working here next to the beach every day. So this is what it is. Anyways, thank you for your time. I really appreciate y'all. So thank you for following me in my experience living in the R. Peace out.